It's Madden NFL 24 on EA.
And we are underway from Houston. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran in his 9th season now in the league.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now a play fake here on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Stanley, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On third down, McKnight. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Oilers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw on 2nd down. Wakefield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Muscles him off. There's a nice move.
You can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wakefield. And his throw is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Patton.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Wakefield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Wakefield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Patton. Man open, here's Jones. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patton. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Oilers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, Wakefield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Wakefield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. Patton, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So a very tight first.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left is Watkins. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Escaping the pressure right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Up the middle they go. McKnight. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Kind of an odd schedule this year. These 2 teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down,
Patton. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball starting.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To throw on 2nd down, Wakefield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wakefield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Wakefield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic. Trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Wakefield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the taking a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that. And by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
And Thomas has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Looking to throw on second down. Patton. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Oilers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Back to throw. Wakefield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Wakefield. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on second down. Patton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Patton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McKnight. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they?